Have you ever wondered why you exist? Imagine waking up one day and not knowing who you are. You look around, your room, your hands, the street outside, and you wonder, why am I here? Why me? It's a big question. Maybe you've thought about it before. Why was I born into this family? Why do I have this life, with its good days and hard days? Everyone asks this at some point. It's normal to want answers. I've had those moments too. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling thinking, what's the point? People have been asking this forever. Rich people, poor people, old people, young people. Some say it's all luck. Others say it's planned by something bigger. But the answers don't always feel right. They leave you still searching. That's when I started looking at what the Buddha said. He didn't give fluffy words or make it complicated. His answer was straight and real. It's not about chance or someone else deciding for you. It's about things you can see in your own life if you look closely. He didn't just say why we're here. He showed what we can do about it. That's what I like about it. It's not old ideas stuck in a book. It's something you can use right now. Today, I want to share this with you. It's not a boring talk or a bunch of rules. It's a story, your story, my story, tied together. The Buddha's words help us see ourselves clearly, not as confused or lost, but as people with a purpose. By the end, you might feel different about your life, not scared or mixed up, but calm and sure. So take a moment, breathe, let's start. Chapter 1. Life is not an accident. Why you were born here and now. Some people believe life is random, like you're just here for no reason. Others think it's all fate, like everything is already decided for you. The Buddha had a different view. He said everything happens because of causes and conditions. You're not here by chance. The life you have now, your family, your body, this very moment, comes from what you did before. It's not some mystery, it's just how life works. Let's take an example. If you eat unhealthy food all the time, eventually you'll get sick. It's not surprising, it's just what happens. The Buddha explained life is like that. Your past choices led to where you are today. Not just the things you did last week, but everything, even before you were born. It's not magic, it's natural, like planting a seed. If you plant an apple seed, you'll get an apple tree, not an orange tree. Your actions, thoughts, and habits, they shape the life you live now. I remember meeting a woman who always helped others, even when she had very little. Now she's surrounded by friends who care about her and has a warm home. It wasn't luck. It was the good things she did coming back to her. That's how life works. The things you do, big, small, easy, or hard, shape where you are now. Your family, your experiences, your days, they're all the result of things that happened before. But just because your past brought you here, doesn't mean you're stuck. Some people hear this and worry, does my past control me? No, it doesn't. The Buddha didn't teach that. Your past brought you to this point, but it doesn't trap you. You have the power to choose now. I met a man who grew up with nothing. No money, no education. He could have given up, but instead, he worked hard, learned, and built a better life. His past didn't stop him. It was just the starting point. You're the same. Your past made this moment, but what you do today will create your tomorrow. Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. This fits perfectly here. Your life is not an accident or a punishment. It's the result of everything you've done. It's not about being stuck. You're here because of what's happened before, but that doesn't mean you can't change. The past is over, but the present is yours to shape. That's what the Buddha saw. Life isn't random. It's a chain of choices. Your choices and the choices of those before you. Now, it's your turn to choose. So no, life isn't random. You're not a mistake. You're here because of what's been planted before. And you don't have to stay where you are. You can move forward. The past brought you here, but you decide what comes next. That's the truth. You're part of something bigger, and you have the power to shape where it goes. Chapter 2. Your life is not a punishment or a reward. It's an opportunity. Many people look at their lives and wonder why things feel so hard. Maybe you've asked yourself this too, thinking, am I struggling because I did something wrong? It's easy to feel that way when everything seems to be falling apart. When life is painful, it can seem like a punishment. When things go well, it can feel like a reward. But the Buddha saw life differently. He didn't say that your problems are punishments, or that your good moments are rewards. He had a different idea. Your life is an opportunity. Karma isn't about someone handing out rewards or punishments. It's more like momentum. Imagine running down a hill. The longer you run in one direction, the harder it is to stop or change course. Life works the same way. The choices you made before have shaped where you are now. The challenges you face? They aren't punishments. They're just the momentum of past actions playing out. And the best part is, you can change your direction. Think about a child born into a difficult situation. Maybe their home isn't safe, their parents struggle to get by, and school feels out of reach. Not because they deserve hardship, but because of the circumstances they were born into. This is their starting point, but not their fate. Many people have been in difficult situations, yet found a way forward. Some have changed their lives through education, kindness, or determination. They weren't given an easy path, but they made the most of the opportunities they had. The Buddha spoke about how people approach life. He said there are 4 types. Some chase pleasure, good food, exciting experiences, anything that feels nice. Others focus on wealth and status, constantly trying to accumulate more. Some people simply get by, working each day just to survive. And then, there are those who seek wisdom, who want to understand themselves and grow. Unlike animals which act on instinct, humans can choose their path. This is where our real power lies, the ability to change direction. The Buddha called this ability to seek wisdom Dhamma. Without it, we live on autopilot, following old habits and desires. But with it, we can start shaping our lives in ways that lead to freedom and peace. It's not just about chasing pleasure, wealth, or survival. It's about choosing to grow. This choice, this freedom, is what makes us human. And it's what allows us to break free from the momentum we've been caught in. The philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Man is condemned to be free." It's a heavy thought, but it fits here. Your past has shaped your life, where you are, what your struggles look like. But you are not trapped by it. You are free to make choices, to change your path. It might not be easy, but it's possible. This isn't about fate locking you into a certain path. The Buddha didn't believe that. He said you are responsible for your life, not in a frightening way, but in a real way. Your life is yours to shape. It's not about what you deserve. It's about what you choose to do. So, your life isn't a scorecard, good or bad, reward or punishment. It's an open field, waiting for you to step into it. The Buddha saw life as a gift, not the easy kind, but the kind that asks you to be present and engaged. You're here with all this room to act, to try, to build. No one else can walk this path for you. But the good news is, you get to decide where it leads. Chapter 3: The Rare and Precious Gift of Being Alive. Imagine a blind turtle swimming in a vast ocean. Somewhere on the surface, a wooden ring floats, drifting with the waves. Once every 100 years, the turtle rises for air. The chance of it poking its head through the ring? Almost impossible. The Buddha used this story to show how rare it is to be born human. Out of all the possibilities in the universe, you're here. You can think, learn, and reflect. That's not a small thing. It's a gift worth recognizing. Why does this matter? Because being human is different from anything else. A bird flies, a fish swims, a cow eats grass. Each follows its instincts. But you can ask, what am I doing here? You can reflect, change, and grow. The Buddha saw this as an opportunity, one that only humans have. This isn't about being better than other creatures. It's about what we've been given. Think of a time you made a mistake. Maybe you hurt someone with your words or failed to act when you should have. An animal wouldn't dwell on it. But you can. You can recognize your actions, learn from them, and do better. That's the gift of being human, the ability to step back, reflect, and change. The Buddha called this a rare opportunity. Rare because it's difficult to attain, powerful because of what can be done with it. A monk once told me, "Because I got this life, I don't want to waste it." He spent his days in meditation, not chasing wealth or distractions, but seeking understanding. That made me think, how often do we let time slip by, lost in routine, distractions, or worries? This human life isn't guaranteed tomorrow. It exists now, fragile and fleeting. Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The real miracle is to walk on earth." Not flying, not performing wonders, but simply being alive and present. I once felt this while walking home. The sun was setting, the air was cool, and for a brief moment, I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was just there, aware. It's easy to miss that. We get caught up in plans, regrets, and distractions. But being human means we can notice, appreciate, and wake up to life as it is. The Dalai Lama put it simply, the purpose of our lives is to be happy. Not just fleeting happiness from pleasure, but the deeper joy of seeing things clearly. A turtle might swim forever and never find that ring. But you're here now, with a mind that can think and a heart that can feel. It's rare, like spotting a star through a cloudy sky. This life isn't ordinary. The Buddha saw that. It's a moment so unlikely, so full of possibility, that it's worth everything. You're not just another face in the crowd. You have a chance no bird, fish, or animal has, to shape your life with wisdom. That's the gift, rare, precious, and waiting. Chapter 4: Science agrees. You have more power than you think. Your brain is not fixed. It's always changing. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to rewire itself based on what you do. The Buddha understood this truth long before science confirmed it. He taught that your thoughts and actions shape who you become. Now, research agrees. You're not trapped by your past. You have the power to change. Think of a forest trail. At first, if no one walks there, it's overgrown and hard to pass. But if you walk the same path every day, it becomes clear and easy to follow. Your brain works the same way. Every habit, every repeated thought, strengthens certain neural pathways. Scientists have found that long-term meditators physically reshape their brains. The areas responsible for focus and calmness grow, while stress-related regions shrink. A man I knew used to drink every night, angry at the world. He thought it was just who he was. But then, he made a choice. Instead of drinking, he started walking, long, quiet walks where he reflected on his life. At first, it felt unnatural, like forcing himself onto an unfamiliar path. But slowly, something changed. His anger softened. His mind cleared. Science calls this rewiring. The Buddha called it practice. Either way, he became a different person, not by accident, but by intention. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant and nourish will grow. If you feed anger and worry, they take over. But if you nurture kindness, patience, and awareness, they become your natural state. As the Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The same applies to your mind. Who you are is not determined by a single moment or a fixed destiny, but by what you cultivate every day. If you train your mind toward patience, wisdom, and compassion, those qualities will define you. Science confirms this truth. The brain reshapes itself according to how it is used. The Buddha taught the same lesson centuries ago. Your mind is not set in stone. It is something you shape, moment by moment, through practice. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about reshaping your whole life. Every thought, every choice, every action is carving a path in your mind. And you are the one deciding which path becomes clear. You're not just a passenger in life. You're the one steering. Change takes time, but the power to change is always in your hands. Chapter 5. The Ultimate Answer. What should you do with this life? You've heard why you're here. Not by chance. Not as a reward or punishment, but as a rare chance to live and grow. Your mind can change. Science shows it, and the Buddha knew it too. So now what? Now that you understand this, what will you do with the life you have? That's the big question. The Buddha didn't leave it unanswered. He gave a simple but powerful way to make the most of your life. It's not about chasing quick fixes or just drifting along. It's about waking up to what truly matters, step by step. First, live with awareness. Every day you think, you speak, you act. These are not small things. They shape your life. The Buddha said to pay close attention to them. Imagine walking through a dark room. If you don't look where you're going, you'll trip. But if you turn on the light, you can see clearly. Awareness is like that light. It helps you understand your emotions, your choices, and their effects. Even small moments, like catching yourself before saying something unkind, can change your day. Next, choose kindness. Not because you should, but because it changes everything. The Buddha said kindness is like a seed that grows, and it doesn't just help others, it helps you too. The Roman philosopher Seneca once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Even the smallest act, listening, helping, being patient, can make a difference. Kindness doesn't mean weakness. It means strength. The strength to rise above anger, to soften instead of harden, to build instead of destroy. Finally, seek wisdom. The Buddha didn't mean memorizing facts or sounding smart. He meant seeing life as it really is, not getting lost in distractions. It's easy to spend hours chasing things that don't matter, scrolling endlessly, worrying about what others think. But wisdom is about choosing what really counts. It's about stepping back and asking, is this leading me somewhere meaningful? None of this is easy. The Buddha never said it would be, but he left us with a simple truth. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. The past does not control you. You can choose how you move forward. Change takes time. You don't wake up wise or kind overnight. Think of a tree. It doesn't grow tall in a day. You plant, you water, you wait. You try, you fall, and you get back up. But each time, you become stronger. So, here's the answer. You have this life, this chance. Live it with open eyes, a warm heart, and a clear mind. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. The past brought you here, but now it's yours to shape. The Buddha laid out this path, not as a theory, but as something real.